The police station is an amazing opportunity for anyone playing Last Day on Earth, but in order to come out ahead when doing Blackport PD, you need to know what your goals are before you do it. Today I'm going to show you the 3 best ways to do the police station based on the different goals you might have when playing this game. The first category of people are those of you that have almost nothing. You have either just started the game or you aren't very good at it yet. If you fit in this category, I strongly recommend checking out my video called 211 Tips and Tricks for Last Day on Earth. Following the steps in that video will get you to an advanced level in this game. But even if you are dirt poor, you still want to do the police station every 3 days when it resets. Make sure you have at least 5 armor, 20 berries, and then grab a decent weapon. The knife that you start out with is a good choice, but a baseball bat will work as well. Your goal here is just to kill as many zombies as it takes to find 3 cards. This will probably mean killing 6 to 8 zombies. Do not try to kill this hungry chomper. You will not win because he gains 15 health every time he hits you. Unless you're extremely lucky, the 3 cards will all be brown. But that's okay because you used almost 0 resources to get these 3 cards, and each of these cards will give you 6 slots of some pretty amazing items for where you are at. Grab these items and go home. You're done with the police station until it resets in 3 days, or until you get rich enough to fit in a different category. The second category is where most of you guys are at. You have learned how to farm efficiently in Last Day on Earth, which has made you very rich with resources and therefore rich in items that you can craft. However, you do not have a lot of items that you can't craft, such as guns, blueprints, and rare parts used in assembling weapon modification. If you need lots of guns, I recommend first using your craftable items to farm Bunker Alpha on easy mode, because that is the most efficient way to get guns. But if you want blueprints and rare parts used in assembling weapon modifications, you are in the perfect place for that. First, I recommend clearing out the police station. Killing these guys is not the most efficient way to get cards, but the chests scattered throughout the station have some decent material, so I think it's worth it. It is also the only way to get keys to cell doors, which is basically just another chest. Clearing this area and completing rounds later on have the same type of enemies. Officers are pretty straightforward, but some of them do have full SWAT gear, making them a lot harder to kill. Riot zombies also have full SWAT gear, but they have a shield. When this shield is up, it will block all of your attacks, so don't waste your durability. Just run away until he puts it back down. Also, his shield bash ability not only knocks you back, but it also slows you down, which becomes a really big deal when you are trying to dodge the abilities of exploding zombies and brawlers. If you let a brawler use their ability on you, it will stun you for 5 seconds, which can be a death sentence in the arena. As I mentioned earlier, hungry chompers heal 15 health each time they hit you, so I recommend using ranged weapons on them or the wall trick. And then lastly, exploding zombies look and act very similar to officers, but when they get to half health, they start to explode, and if you do not dodge that explosion, you will die. Once the initial area is cleared and you're ready to start the arena, fill these 2 lockers with all of the craftable items you are wanting to use to trade for better items. You will need lots of food, water, armor, and weapons. If you are having trouble getting any item in the game, I have a playlist covering the most efficient way to farm each resource in the game. I wish I could tell you guys the exact amount of items that you should bring based on what rounds you're trying to get to, but in reality, the most efficient way for you to do this is to get rid of the items that you have too much of, which makes it hard for me to anticipate what that's going to look like. Doing the rounds themselves are pretty simple. The biggest tip I have for you guys is to move back and forth between these 2 corners to split up the enemies based on speed. This will let you kill exploding zombies and officers first, and then you can take on brawlers and hungry chompers, and then last you can kill riot zombies. After each round ends, put all of your almost broken weapons in the lockers and replenish what you have on hand. If you get bored, you can close out of the game as long as you want, because when you come back, it will automatically spawn you into the arena where you left off. However, do not leave the area when you are in the world map, or it will end up resetting it, just as if you had died or if you had surrendered. You never need to surrender unless you want to, because if you die, you can go into the arena and get all of the stuff on you and in the lockers. The first 10 rounds get progressively harder, and then the difficulty is increased again at round 20, 40, 60, and 80. The chances of getting better cards increases at round 10, making rounds 10 through 19 the sweet spot. If you're in the second category, I recommend stopping after round 19. Even if you're really wealthy and have lots of extra resources, you will have the opportunity to do this every 3 days. So unless you really love grinding, you should save your extra resources for the next time it resets. After you're done with the arena, you will have lots of cards. Knowing how to use those cards is the key to being efficient at the police station. You can trade these cards for better cards at this guy with a 10-to-1 exchange ratio. So if you're trying to get lenses and other types of materials for assembling weapon modifications, but don't have enough items to do 19 rounds every 3 days, then you want to get green chests, because 10 green chests are going to give you a lot more of those materials than 1 blue chest. This is also true of blueprints. 10 green chests means that you get 10 common blueprints, whereas a blue chest will give you 1 rare blueprint. The same logic applies to purple chests. 10 blue chests gives you way more weapons, armor, materials, and blueprints than 1 purple chest, but that purple chest has really nice stuff. So if you're as rich as I know some of you guys are, where you don't even have enough room in your base to fit new stuff, then this event is perfect for you. Go use your stuff to get better stuff. Now, the only thing I haven't quite figured out yet that I'm hoping to get the research team to help me on is whether or not it is more efficient for those of us who are crazy rich with everything and have lots of extra electronic circuits and want lots of purple chests but don't want to wait for the reset, even though that would be the most efficient way, to reset the arena after round 19 or round 39. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but I'll let you know when I do. This brings us to the third category. Some of us are crazy rich and starved for a challenge in this game. The police station offers us a new challenge. The only way to get this door to open without surrendering or dying or leaving is to beat 99 rounds, which requires us to have all of the materials to beat those 99 rounds in these 2 lockers, which requires being rich, planning your approach, and carrying it out with skill. In just a few hours after posting this video, I will be doing a live stream on Twitch where I try to complete all 99 rounds live, and part of the challenge for me is to not use anything from my inbox. Well, that's it guys, hope that helps. If you do not have a Twitch account, you can also watch that live stream on this YouTube channel. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.